Good day everyone. Today we will discuss a new lesson which is all about the laws of radicals. Make sure that you are familiar and you mastered our previous lesson about the laws of exponent, rational exponent, and radicals. So if B is an element of R and N is a positive integer, the symbol nth root of B is called radical. And let us familiarize again, let us review the parts of a radical. N is what we call the index. This is the symbol for the radical sign. And B here represents the radicand. Okay? So let us now proceed with the definition of square root and cube root. Take note, class, that we are done with perfect square and perfect cube numbers during our first quarter lesson. So for a positive real number A, the square root of A is equal to x if and only if x squared is equal to A. Take note. And x is greater than 0. Also, the square root of 0 is equal to 0. For any real number A, the cube root of A is equal to x if and only if x cubed is equal to A. Also, cube root of 0 is 0. Take note of our definition. Now let us proceed in solving the following examples. We need to give the value of each radical. So number 1, the cube root of 343. Kindly review your perfect cube numbers. We all know that 7 raised to 3 is equivalent to 7 times 7 times 7 is 343. Meaning to say, the cube root of 343 is 7. You can also use your calculator if you want. Number 2, what is the square root of 121? Very good. The answer is 11. Because we all know that when 11 is raised to 2, the answer is 121. How about number 3? The square root of negative 144. Very good. There is no real solution. Why? It was discussed when you were still in first quarter. It will give or it will lead us to an imaginary number. Okay, let me draw a caution warning here. Imaginary number. How about number 4, the cube root of negative 1000? The answer is very good. Negative 10. Why negative 10? Because when negative 10 is raised to 3, or the cube root, negative 10 cube is equal to negative 1000. So negative 10 is our answer. How about number 5? The square root of 9 over 100. The answer is, what is the square root of 9? That is 3. What is the square root of 100? That is 10. And we know that when we square 3 over 10, 3 over 10 square is equal to 3 times 3 is 9 over 10 times 10 is 100. Okay, number 6, cube root of 0.008. The answer is very good, 0.2. Because when we raise 0.2 with 3, the answer will give us 0.008. I hope you understood. Let us proceed with the second definition. The definition of nth root of A, the principal nth root of A. So let A be a real number and n a positive integer. N is greater than or equal to 2. So take note that if A is greater than 0, then the nth root of A is a positive number x, such that x raised to n equals A. Next, the nth root of 0 is 0. It was discussed last time. Third, if A is less than 0 and n is odd, then the nth root of A is the negative number such that x raised to n is equal to A. And if A is less than 0 and n is even, then the nth root of A is not a real number. Next, we have the laws of radicals. Remember that for any positive real numbers m and n, and any positive real numbers a and b. So let us recall. The nth root of A times the nth root of B, the nth root of A times the nth root of B is equal to the nth root of A and B. How about this one? The nth root of A all over the nth root of B is the same with the nth root of A over B. And for the third, the nth root of the nth root of A is the same with m times nth root of A. Okay, remember the following laws of radicals. Now, let us apply the laws of radical to simplify each items. Okay, you can try to solve it on your own. You can pause the video and you'll check your answer later on. Okay, number 1, let's solve the square root of 50. We all know that 50 is not a perfect square number, but we have two factors which one of them has a perfect square. The factors of 50 that we know are 25 and 2, because 25 times 2 is 50. And between the two, we know that one of them is a perfect square number. Remember that 25 times 2 is also equivalent with 25 times 2. Square root of 25 times square root of 2. So let us simplify. The square root of 25 is 5. And just copy 2 because it is not a perfect square number. So the answer for number 1, square root of 50 is 5 square root of 2. Simplified answer. Next, number 2. The square root of x raised to 6y squared. It is the same with the square root of x raised to 6 times the square root of y raised to 2. So we all know that this is 2 as the index. So this will be cancelled, and then 6 divided by 2, that is 3. So the answer is x cubed and then y. Number 3. The square root of 9x squared. This is the same with the square root of 9 times the square root of x squared. So cancelled. We have the square root of 9 is 3. So 3x is our final answer. If we will elaborate this one, we have 3 squared. We all know that 3 squared cancelled with the square root, that will give us 3. So let me close this one just to elaborate. And then 4x square root of x squared, that is just x. That's why our final answer is 3x. Number 4, the cube root of 54. Okay, this is the same with the cube root of, what are the factors of 54? Wherein one of them is a perfect cube number. Very good. We have 27 and 2. 27 times 2, that is 54. So let us expand this one. This is the same with the cube root of 27 times the cube root of 2. 27 is a perfect cube number, and that is 3, because 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. Next, just copy cube root of 2. This is now our answer for number 4. Next, number 5. We have a square inside a square. So we have the cube root of the square root of 64. So we all know that 64 is a perfect square number. And the square root of 64 is 8. So just copy cube root of 8. And 8 is a perfect cube number. The answer is 2. 2 raised to 3. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. Last but not the least, we have the cube root of negative 8 over 216. We have negative 8. That is a perfect cube number, which is 2 all over perfect cube again, 216, that is 6. So 6 cube, that is 216. Simplify. Final answer is negative 1/3. Okay, that is how to apply the laws of radicals to simplify the following items. Always remember, class, the laws of radicals, the definition of our nth root of a, the principal nth root, and of course, the definition of the square root and cube root. I hope you learned something for today. Thank you and God bless.